So this video, we're just going to focus on some of the common problems that crop up with the BMW N54 engine. And I really don't mean to imply that these engines are unreliable, because they're not. They're extremely reliable, very well engineered and very well built. But there's just a few little idiosyncrasies to be aware of, particularly when you're tuning them and getting more power from them. And if you know what the weak spots and these problem areas are, you can spot the problems early on before they develop into more serious issues. And in some cases, you can even completely mitigate and avoid those problems in the first place. So the N54 engines are generally very reliable. There are a few little issues and niggles that have cropped up. Sometimes you might get rough idling or misfiring, and this is generally caused by the MSD80 ECU IRF 466 MOSFET, which tends to fail. So the part is only about $3 or £5 or £6 to replace. So it is certainly worth replacing them all if they go. There's one for each cylinder of the engine. And if one's gone, that's usually an indicator that the others are on their way out. Carbon buildup on the head can also potentially be a problem as the mileage starts creeping up. So if the engine is starting to be down a little bit on power and you've done all the diagnostics and there's nothing else in there, just get a little camera probe to go into the intake and just check those valves and make sure there's not substantial carbon buildup. If there is, you can do a walnut blast. There's various chemical clean processes that can be professionally applied. We've not generally seen very good effect with DIY spraying intake cleaners. At best, they'll remove some of the carbon, but you really do need a professional job, and it does take a full 15, 20, 30 minutes to get all of the carbon off those valves, get the engine back to its peak performance. In America, there was also a problem with the high pressure fuel pump on the N54 engine, so that led to a factory recall. So hopefully they've all been addressed and fixed now. So this fault in the high pressure fuel pump would just cause the engine to cut out completely, which is obviously a problem. If you're driving along, you don't want your engine to cut out completely. But although people have reported a few near misses due to the engine power cutting out, there have, as far as I know, been no serious accidents or fatalities as a result of that problem. So hopefully this is a problem that BMW have mitigated with that recall. When you've tuned your N54 engine, watch the inlet pipe. It's generally plastic and it can split quite easily, causing a loss of boost pressure. Thankfully, the car produces so much power. If you have this problem, you may well not even notice it, but it's worth giving your inlet charge pipe a quick once over regularly just to see if it's split. And there are better performance alternatives to the factory plastic one. The wastegate on the N54 engines have also been known to start to rattle after a period of time. So you may also notice issues with the turbo, intermittent flat spots, poor running generally, and other problems associated with wastegate issues. So if you've got that wastegate noise, get it looked at and get it addressed. So in the N54 engine, you really do have a stunning engine. It can make substantial amounts of power with minimal extra mods done to it. You can turn what is essentially a very good luxury family car into a real track day performer and still keep it looking fairly normal on the outside. So they're ideal sleepers, and they really do surprise people even in stock form as to how much power these things can deliver. So we hope you've enjoyed this video on the N54 engine. We've got other BMW oriented articles and videos coming up on our website and on this channel, so we'd love you to stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.